Hi, I'm Damari Gurry. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beaten thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sports City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sports City right now. Good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Well, I certainly hope you all are doing okay. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is where we discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. Well, first thing first, all the best to everybody for 2024. All the best to everybody for 2024. May you all continue on your positive path to achieve all the goals that you set out to go. Okay? Wishing that for every single person watching this video, all the subscribers. That's how I genuinely feel. With that being said, and before we get into this video, I want to make the point that prior to doing this video, prior to setting up the stream, the live stream for it, I was listening to a video, rather a song, and it was by Chronic Law and Massacre, and it was called Triumph. And for those of you dancehall enthusiasts, you would know the lyrics of that song and how it speaks about tenacity, that never give up mentality, how we view what we're supposed to achieve. Black River says, wish you best for the new year. Same to you, Black River. John Powell, same to you, man. All the best to you for 2024. All the best to everybody for 2024. Good health, happiness, success to everybody. So, with that being said, let's go back to what I was saying. There's a song by Chronic Law and Massacre called Triumph, and it truly is a sobering one because what all stakeholders associated with Jamaica has to do is associated with what is related to the song as well. Very, very much so. And I'll explain that in just a moment. Agility says, Blessed bro, wishing you a prosperous 2024. Big up yourself, bossy. Hope you are doing well. TEDx to Hope. Evening, everybody, and Simon, all the best for 2024. Maybe score all of our goals for 2024, both on and off the field, all hands on deck. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You have hit the nail on the head, 100%. Ansel Blake says, checking in, big up Reggae Boys commentary family. Big up, Mr. Blake. Yes, may we. Agreed. Marvin Grant says, blessed new year. All the best to you for 2024. All the best to everybody watching this video for 2024. It's amazing how time flies. But again, let's go back. Chronic Law and Massacre did a song called Triumph, and it spoke about knocking down doors to be able to accomplish what we set out to do, even if it means that our hands are swollen or bruised or bloody. So think about it. What sacrifices, what's your purpose for this calendar year? What are you going to do to help Jamaica achieve 2026 qualification? What are you going to do? What is your role in the process? Because whether you believe it or not, you have a role to play. Yep, you same one watching this video right now, you have a role to play in the process. And whether that might be, yes, it is true, you might not be on the sidelines and be a few yards from the players, but you have a role to play. And that is exactly what I'm going to explain right now. TEDx to Hope hit the nail on the head with all hands on deck. But as you know, when it comes to international football, there are numerous amounts of stakeholders involved within this process. The players, coaching staff, administrators, supporters, all important stakeholders. Corporate Jamaica, very, very important. So I again and I use the song by Massacre and Chronic Law, Triumph, which preaches about tenacity and that never give up mentality. So I say to you, how will you be part of this journey? How will you aid in this journey towards the next level? How will you aid so that you know that your support, contribution, well wishes plays a vital role to move us closer towards 2026? Jason Guna, how are you? Hope you're doing well, sir. All the best to you and all the best to your family. Marvin Grant, that's a good song too. Greatness are running in my blood. Good song. But let me make this clear now. Every stakeholder has a role to play starting this year. Every single stakeholder, players, staff, administration, fans, corporate Jamaica, all stakeholders have a role to play. All of them. Players and coaching staff, support staff, 6 points needed, and administrators, 6 points needed on the pitch in the World Cup qualifiers. Corporate Jamaica, moral support, financial support to push the journey forward. Spectators, not only will it mean for you to be at the respective venues, Dallas, Houston, Austin, Vegas, etc., 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 but also contributions as well towards this journey. Everybody has a role to play in this process. Everybody has a role to play. So again, ponder as you go into this calendar year, what will your role be? Will you scream from the top of your lungs from minute 1 to minute 90? Even if it means that you're in 40 degrees Celsius in Vegas. It's a covered stadium, so it won't be that hot inside the stadium. Or you're a part of corporate Jamaica and you can play a significant role, which helps the preparation process smoother ahead of what lies ahead. So give it some thought. A lot of preparation goes into the type of content that is produced right here on this platform. How do you help so that this content continue to be at a high standard? You all can show your support by virtue of the super chats, by also a sponsorship on the channel. You all know what you're getting on this platform: accuracy, reliability, credibility. You know that. I love my country, and you know that everything I say will be factual, will be passionate about my country, and also will come with love. And when you put love into something, you know what that means? It means that there is a great degree of preparation, consideration, planning into what you're going to discuss. So all of that is considered. All of that is considered. All of that. And well, yes, it is true. Sometimes I do speak from here, but I do know that when I'm speaking from here, I am speaking accurate information. You all know that if you ask me any football trivia, I can be able to answer it just like that. And you all have seen the evidence already. I've not only the resume, but also the trophies to back it up as well. The sports quiz show, Prime Minister's Award winner. So you all know what I bring. You all know what I'm capable of. I've had the nickname Android, Google, and now Wikipedia. But why am I saying all of this? Why? It stems back to how are you going to play a role in this process? How are you going to make 2024 a year that we will never forget? What will be your role in that process? Whether fan, whether that might be corporate Jamaica. What role will you play in this process? We're 6 months away from the World Cup qualifiers. 6 months away. Well, technically, 5 months and a couple of days. 5 months and a couple of days from the World Cup qualifiers. Yeah, very, very, very close. Right around the corner. And this is where all hands will need to be on deck. This is where everybody will have to be together. This is going to be very important. So again, I say to you, what will be your role? Mr. Blake, in relation to the question that you asked, Mr. Wall spoke about the press conference in relation to the February window and how February is not a FIFA window. So players that are part of the first team for their respective clubs in Europe, it's highly unlikely that the clubs would release them because it's not a FIFA window. So that's in relation to the European standpoint. Coach Wall spoke about North America and domestic-based talents at the press conference, so you can be able to reflect on that as well by rewatching what he said at the press conference in relation to that element in particular. Thank you very much, Sikaway. Much appreciated. Claudia President says, continue to make positive presentations. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, Alex, I can confirm that the 24th will be the final of the Nations League, and it will also be in Dallas as well. Same stadium, the Cowboys Stadium, same stadium. The third place playoff and the final will be on the same day. Warren Webster, you're in Florida and you never even give me a link. Jaja. Anyway, safe journey, safe travels. Safe travels. It's a very deep question, though, Mr. Webster. Very, very deep question. Very, very deep question. And I know many people are going to think that it's going to come out of left field. But for me, in international football, one thing that you will always do is travel. For me, what I would love to do is do some research on charter airlines, not commercial airlines, but charter. So, for example, I know that if Jamaica has a match against a particular opponent, like Mexico, we can fly directly from Jamaica to Mexico. The reality is that not everywhere from Jamaica, whether it's Mobile or Kingston, has non-stop flights. Of course, there are more non-stop flights from Montego Bay, but for me personally, would be doing research to create partnerships into charter flights so that if we're playing against Belize in the World Cup qualifiers, we can go from Kingston to Belmopan instead of Kingston, Miami, Belmopan. Or if we have a World Cup qualifier against St. Vincent and the Grenadines, then it's not Jamaica to Trinidad, Trinidad to St. Lucia, St. Lucia to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's rather Kingston to Kingstown. So, Mr. Webster, I hope you understand exactly where I'm going with all of this. Yeah. So, that's one aspect. So, I want to personally, in this calendar year, do some research in relation to those charter flights. That's what I would like to do. Marcus Messiah Garvey, I've been WhatsApping you, man. I've been WhatsApping you. You must read without replying me, man. Shame on you. Shame on you. If you answer your message when people are text you. Warren Webster says, big up Ultra Boss. Happy New Year. All the best to you for 2024, man. All the best to you for 2024. Wishing you good health, happiness, and success. But yes, Mr. Garvey, you know, I mean, I text you, you know, answer your phone, man. Come on, man. Much better than that. So, that's what I would say. No. I'm sure everybody watching this video right now loves their country dearly, loves their country intensely. So, what role are you going to play in that process? For those that are not living inside of Jamaica, right? What is your role in this process? When there are camps in the United States, when there are matches within the United States Nations League, Copa America, what support will you give? You look at the under 15 camps that take place quite regularly with Coach Freddie Butler and co. What support can you give to those that live within South Florida or by extension within the state of Florida? What support can you give? Moral support or otherwise? Because one thing I learned in this life is that actions speak louder than words. And we all have to be a team. Every single one of us. viewers, staff, coaches, administrators, players. We all have to be a team. And I made the point extremely clear, BM and Michael Woodburn and Mr. Blake. I made it extremely clear that you don't want to give clues to your opposition. Why would you want to give Greg Berhalter a clue? Or why would you want to give Mr. Christensen of Panama a clue? That certainly is not the way to go. Not at all. We ended 2023 on a fantastic note, qualifying for the 2024 Copa America. Now we have a calendar year where we can play a minimum of 16 games. Well, maximum, and that doesn't include friendlies. So things for us to ponder upon. Things for us to really ponder upon. Other than purchasing tickets and jerseys to help the team, playing support to platforms like this, contributions here, equipment that might be necessary with the national team, those are other ways as well. Those are other ways as well to continue to grow the product, to continue to improve as a unit. So all of that together must be considered. Very much so. So all of us would have to work in unity. Can you all agree on that? Can we all agree on that? When the players come into camp, they never down tools. They never down tools. And for those who don't understand when I say that, when I say they never down tools, regardless of where they're coming from, whether West Ham or Aston Villa or Coventry or Barnsley, the standards that they have at their club, they maintain it when they're in training as well and warm up on match day. They don't down tools. The players give their 100% every training session and every game. Coaching staff, support staff, fantastic job as well. Administrators also as well. The planning, preparation for games, fantastic. Everything. Corporate Jamaica and the 12th man. This is your time now, 2024. This is your time. This is your time. Big ups, Mr. Garvey. $5 months to whether save up a ticket or save up a contribution or being able to put together a way how you think you can be of support to your country as well. Because I know everybody watching this video loves Jamaica. If you didn't love Jamaica or didn't care, you wouldn't watch this video. You would happily be having a drink or dinner or eating or doing something to ring in the new year at this point. But no, you're watching this video. You're watching other videos of Jamaican football. You're keeping track of how these Jamaican players are doing at their respective clubs all across the globe. You follow them on Instagram. You see their posts. You're dropping a Jamaican flag within their DMs or their comments under a post. So you are invested emotionally. Again, actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. So that's what I would say. And I want it to be extremely clear so that everybody is aware and can understand. Meditate on it. Give it some deep thought. How are you going to help your country? How are you going to help your country? Because the kindness that you put out in this world always has a way of coming back to you. That's something that I've learned in this life. And I know that you all can appreciate that as well. So factor that in, brain. Some of you watching this video work for some large corporate entities, whether that might be in Jamaica, the States, Canada, the UK, or a different part of the globe. This calendar year, we have the under 20s, we have our senior men, and also, as Mr. Chung highlighted at the press conference, the plans for our senior women to engage in friendly matches in 2024 as their World Cup qualifiers start 2025. So we have a number of our national teams being in action this calendar year in particular. Eventually, the under 17s will take the field as well within qualifying. So those are things to consider, to truly think about. So monetary support, moral support is needed. How can you be of assistance? How, in either way? You know what I've been told as well? If you follow your passion, it takes you places and it eventually works out. I'm sorry you're unable to hear me, Mr. Richards. I am speaking at a moderate level. I wouldn't classify myself a shouter, but I would say that I'm speaking in a very, very good tone. I'm speaking in the same way that I would do if I was doing a presenting a bulletin. So all the best to you, Mr. Richards, for 2024. To you, your family, everybody. Everybody. With that being said now, meditate on it and let me know. We also have Jamaicans as well, as you know, that live in other Caribbean islands. Do you personally know of Jamaicans who live in St. Kitts and Nevis? Well, that's where the preliminaries of World Cup qualifying will take place for the under 20s. Jamaica are in a group with, yep, that is right, Bermuda, Grenada, and Martinique. You top that group and you qualify for, that's right, the final round. So at this point, CONCACAF has not announced information or details in relation to who will host the final round. Not at this point, but I do expect in due course that that information will come into fruition, which I'm sure. So that's what I would say there. So that's how I feel. Well, in situations like this, Mr. Webster, depending on in relation to the training, then of course there's an opportunity as well for corporate entities to be able to mingle with the players and staff as well. And of course, this of course is great added value, and of course is a good image not only for the corporate entity but also for the Jamaica Football Federation as well, because you're developing relationships in the same breath. So from that standpoint, there's great incentive because you're mingling with players. And the second thing, you have the opportunity of being able to have giveaways as well of that particular product or service. So you can be able to use social media to a good effect as well to reach the audiences. You have capture, you can collaborate posts now on Instagram. So it's a win-win from both standpoints once corporate is involved. Think about it. Just ponder it for a moment, okay? Jamaica are one of the top 60 international countries in the world, right? Jamaica are one of the top 6 teams in the CONCACAF region. Jamaica has World Cup qualifying, are in the semifinals of a CONCACAF Nations League, are playing in the second biggest international tournament on the planet this year in the Copa America. And Jamaica will also be in action in another CONCACAF tournament in the CONCACAF Nations League for 2024-2025. So, Mr. Webster, that's how I'd sell it to corporate Jamaica. Think about the players that we have. A Mikel Antonio that has gone on to win the UEFA Europa Conference League. Demarai Gray. What a talent. What a not a turnaround, but an impact he's made for Jamaica specifically. Being able in 10 games to have 9 goal contributions. 9 goal contributions in this calendar. Shamar Nicholson, 6 goals. The Nations League king. Highest Jamaican goal scorer ever in the history of the Nations League. Andre Blake celebrating 10 years as a national player next year. There's so many things, and I can go on and on already. You know this. You know I very well can go on and on this same vein. Owen, all the best to you as well, sir. All the best. All the best to you. Brian Brown, one step at a time. One step at a time. We have the preliminaries in February. We need to top our group. Topping our group is priority. Okay? Priority. So that's what we all should be aware about. Priority. CJ Wayne, all the best to you for 2024, sir. Simon, Simon. So let's factor that in. Big games ahead. So please ponder in what I just said. Process it, consider it, and let me hear what you have to say. Sounds good? And for those of you that came and joined this video late, listen to the song by Massacre, Chronic Law, Leela Ike, and Triumph. Listen to that song. Really listen to the lyrics. And tell me how that impacts you. But it's a special journey. It truly is. A very special journey. But let me know what you guys have to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content.
Hi, I'm Demarai Gray. You're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beet and thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboys Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sports City. Yes, Sports City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sports City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sports City right now.
Hi, my name's Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.